Hey, we are Martin and Eileen.
And this is Walter, and we've been travelling full time in Walter for the past 4 years.
And those 4 years have taken us across 4 continents and 26 different countries.
Walter's a bit of an old boy. He's 23 years old, 2003. It's actually a German make, the Hymer, and he's actually only 6.2 meters long, which fits us absolutely perfectly.
And he fits in a car park space as well. And we're now in beautiful Mexico, and we thought it was time that we gave you a tour of Walter and how we live full time in a motorhome. So let's get started, come on in. We love it in here in Walter's Lounge. It's a cosy little living area. We spend most of our time this end, obviously, lying back. Plenty of space for Martin and I. We've got 2 big sofas where Martin can stretch out properly as well. It's the windows really, it's the rear facing lounge in a motorhome. Wherever we park, we've got a view. We've got the great fly screens and blackout blinds on every window, and these reflect the heat as well, so you can stick them up in the day if it's really bright sunshine. We've got a little drawer that we keep all our knickknacks in here, and then this is the secret table. So this comes out, flips over, and we can sit and have dinner here. And actually we've had 4 people in here really easily. Actually we've had 6 for drinks but 4 for eating. It's a great communal area, and everybody comments about how great and spacious it is. We usually end up in Walter, even with people with bigger motorhomes, to be fair. Storage in Walter, honestly, we couldn't, if we filled all these cupboards up, then we wouldn't be able to move Walter, it'd be too heavy. So we've got more storage than we need. This is the main cupboard, because this is the drinks cabinet. It's never usually stashed as much as this, actually. But yeah, plenty of space for food storage, all bits and pieces. Top tip is don't put anything heavy out here in this cupboard, because it falls out and bashes the table. Strategically placed magazine. Okay, so you can't see that. We've even got our little television that pulls out, and we'll sit and watch movies at night, very occasionally actually. We've got our own little fireplace that comes on at night.
And this is a Walter's control panel for the hot water, the heating, and the boiler. A Truma boiler. All works well. Hot water, hot showers, heating. So up for hot water and down for heating. Yeah, and then this button here is for electric, isn't it? Yeah, if we're on hookup ever, we can always use that to use the immersion heater on electric, which is good. By the way, these sofas pull out and convert into a double bed, but we've never ever used it in the whole time that we've had Walter. And of course, as well as our 3 windows at the back that we just showed you, we have this huge big skylight, which is fantastic as well for ventilation, but also it lets so much light in. It's also got a fly net up there. All the windows are fly nets, and the great Hymer thermal screens, so these keep a bit of heat out as well when you've got it across. Moving from the lounge into the kitchen, and we've got a great spacious kitchen. We've got a double sink with a chopping board on top, 2 little sinks there, great swan neck tap that Martin changed and put in, which makes such a difference. We've got our standard 3-ring hob. Can you not zoom in because it's not clean? It is clean, isn't it?
It's not too clean. We've got a lovely little utensil area here. Everything's just to hand on the pegboard, which I think is standard with Hymers. And a great spacious cutlery drawer, so we get everything in there that we need. And what not all vans have, and are very well used, oven. We did clean it out especially.
We did.
It doesn't always look as lovely as this, but this is great. I cook bread in here. We do Martin's favourite chicken pasta dinners in here. Little cupboard for all our cleaning utensils. And then we've got our standard 3-way fridge that fits in a motorhome. So this fridge works on propane gas when we're parked up somewhere like this free. electric hookup when we're on a campsite. It'll work on electric, and it also works when we're driving, just to keep the temperature of the fridge. We have to manually adjust it each time depending on what we're on. Standard under counter fridge. Oh, don't look so closely. What have we got? Oh, lots of limes. Full bag of limes for the margaritas, because when in Mexico. And we've got a small freezer compartment at the top that makes ice no matter what. And we do have our thermometer for our fridge, which was the worst thing that we ever got, because we're like, what's the temperature? What's the temperature? Oh, don't look, it's 8. Oh no.
No,
Is
it's
it?
6. It's 6 at the moment.
Oh, 6. Okay, that's not
It's just
too
gone up
bad.
to 7 because you've just opened it. That's fine.
Yeah,
7's
but
okay.
it always, we've never not had ice. And then keep close to hand. All our cupboard space up here is for kitchen things. So pots and pans. Plates and salt and pepper and some spices. And some other bigger utensils that actually, I like to take this out. I'm not sure why I've not got it out. I like to take that out when we're not here. Our tea bags, very important tea bags, and some other pots and things up here, and that's everything that we need for cooking. We've also got our, Martin's reminding me, we've also got a little extractor fan here as well when we're cooking that we use. And then also the main thing is we've got this maxi fan, which is great. So this goes on and extracts all the yuckiness when Martin's cooking us our fry up in the morning.
When I burn your toast.
Yeah. That, ladies and gentlemen, is our kitchen
Woo-woo.
in Walter.
Like it. Nicely done, Eileen. Now onto our toilet and shower. This is where we keep ourselves clean.
Our powder room.
So, of course, we have our conventional sink with a tap. But that tap actually then pulls up when you want to have a shower up to this thing here. And then this door, I won't open it all fully because it's not easy to do, but that door comes round and then you get an enclosed space here because there's no flap on here. So you get a nice shower unit. Of course, we've got our lovely toilet, plenty of storage up there for all our bits and pieces. And it really works well. It's nice and bright and airy. And we love having a hot shower here in Walter. It really does work well.
Yeah, Walter's shower actually, sometimes, occasionally when we're on a campsite, I would rather use Walter's shower because it's more powerful and the water's really hot.
Yeah.
The only thing is, anybody living in a motorhome knows, yeah, it's the on off of the shower. You've got to put it on, get wet, switch the water off, shampoo your hair, switch it back on again. So it's the on off. Yeah, a long hot shower is a luxury, but Walter's shower is great. Then opposite the kitchen, we have a little pegboard. No riff-raff. We pin everything up here that we want to keep and clean it out periodically. This is the first thing we ever bought for Walter, actually. But then this is our huge big wardrobe. We changed from a hanging raft and put in shelves, and we just get everything, keep everything in boxes. Shoes at the bottom, and this is where the boiler is as well, actually, right under the bottom.
I bet a lot of you are thinking, where do these guys sleep? Ah, well, we'll show you that a bit later on when it gets dark. And outside, let's start with me showing you some of our garages that we got. Fair enough, I'll start with this one, which is the main garage. We use this most often, and it goes all the way through to the other side of the van. But this is where we store most of our stuff that we use daily. And everything's got a place. There's my toolkit, there's all our storage there. This is my rucksack, yoga mats, check us out. Walking boots. All our walking boots, hoses, we've got our hoses here when we fill up, and if we ever go on electric hookup, we have our cable there. But it really works well, this garage. And of course we've got a little standard ladder. These are normal for most motorhomes. This pops down so I can climb up and get up on the roof if I need to. Happy days. If we come around this side, we have got another garage entrance, which goes all the way through to the same space I just showed you just then. And this it fills up with our water, spare water and wood. That's the exit for the boiler, of course, the exhaust fumes, which most motorhomes have got. This is our cupboard for the black waste. Because as a European van, we have cassettes. A lot of you European watchers will know that. There's a cassette in there which we 17 litres. Our toilet's actually converted to a separating toilet these days, so that's only urine a wee goes in there, so that's perfect. And this is a SOG actually, which we fitted quite a few years ago, and it's perfect because actually when you open the flapper, it sucks air out there, so it stops the fumes and the smells coming through, which is perfect. This one here is for our water. This is where we actually fill up our fresh water. If we're filling up with a hose, it's pretty easy, just put a hose in there and fill up our 100-litre tank, which works well. And this is our other garage. Actually, Eileen struggles to open this sometimes, but it is dead handy for our longer stuff. So we've got our actually silver screens in there, which we put on the windscreen. Keep some oil and stuff there, and it goes all the way through. So you can actually put things all the way through from side to side, which is really perfect. When are we going skiing, babe?
Never.
You can get skis in there.
Too cold.
Here's the heart of Walter, our engine, 2.8 turbo diesel, Fiat Ducato engine, JTD. And in this little cupboard, we've got our propane and LPG. We've got 2 tanks, 11k. A couple of years ago, I actually fitted a refillable system, so we put our adapter on there, and so we can just fill up very easily. But of course, this LPG keeps our fridge going all the time, because it's mostly on gas. We've got our hob, our oven, and our heater, and our hot water, so it really does last us about 6 to 8 weeks once they're full. Another garage comes in real handy is what we call our chuck garage. It's where we keep all our little chucks and our table. There's a spare chuck which we're not using at the minute. Oh, this is our little table, and of course it goes all the way through to the other side. I've actually got a spare ladder here, which is a telescopic ladder, which really helps, comes in handy. These are just standard fridge vents, obviously for the convection. I did actually fit 2 little computer fans up here, which helps with the convection, which we can turn on, helps the fridge be more efficient. Not bad. A really handy accessory come with a Hymer. A lot of campers have them, I guess, these days, but this is our outside shower hose connector, where we can get a little shower, and it comes, and we can shower outside, wash our feet off, and it really works well. Hot or cold water. This Badger here, this is for the electric. Now we don't use the electric that often, because we're not often on campsites, being boondockers and wild campers here. But it's a standard 3-pin plug, which we can hook up if we need to. And of course, par for the course, we've got an awning, which in beautiful sunshine helps keeps the fridge cool and keeps the van cool actually. So we do get the awning out when we can. Here's a little Hymer control panel. Shows how much electric we've got in either leisure or the engine battery. Shows how much water we've got.
Not much.
No, not much. This is the outside light. That's if the battery were on mains, and that shows us
that we're on 12 volt.
Perfect.
Carbon monoxide monitor.
Oh, yes, that's a good one.
And also our smoke alarm in the middle, which you purchase and put on.
And here's the other freshwater entrance. I did say earlier, I'll show you that. This is where we can actually fill up fresh water in our freshwater tank here. And that's where our water pump is. And that's our 100-litre tank. Perfect. There's a double floor. That's what I meant. That's a double floor. You get those in some motorhomes, which keeps the motorhome cooler in the summer and warmer in the winter, because there's a gap between the floor and our floor in there, which is fantastic. And this is our little cockpit of Walter. Very comfy. They call them captain seats because they, I think, they swivel and they have these little arm rests and things. Mm-hmm. No cruise control, no air conditioning. Old school Walter. But the beautiful thing about the Hymer, of course, is the huge windscreen, which when we're driving we can see the mountains and the valleys. Yeah, these chairs, like a lot of motorhomes, they swivel round, so we can actually have it round this way. and put it back. Put these up, and I can sit here and watch you cook. Come on, get that fresh bread made. Well, actually, when I said about no air condition, I absolutely lied, really, because here it's here. I'll just put the air conditioning on. There you are, air conditioning on, air conditioning off. And Walter's pretty cozy at night as well. This is our little setup at night when we shut all the blinds up, get the TV on, and we just chill out. And I bet a lot of you have been thinking, hang on a minute, you've showed us the lounge, the kitchen, everything else. Where do these guys sleep? Well, when it's time for bed, we put the 2 seats forward, and then this bed drops down. The bed's ready made, so we haven't got to make the bed every night, and we just climb up and cozy up there.
Well, that's it. That's Walter.
That's a wrap.
In all his glory.
Yeah, no, it's glory. Warts and all, they say. Before we go though, there's one thing you could change in Walter. What would that be?
It's not much. I love Walter. But I think the bed, when the drop down bed comes down, we've got no windows, so if we hear a noise or just for ventilation, we've got no windows up above us or at the side. That would be a great thing to have. Okay, what about you?
Oh, I would have a lithium battery. I would love to go over lithium, get a bit more power under the seat, but it's not a necessity, but that would be nice.
And what's your favourite thing?
A favourite thing is definitely the lounge windows.
Yeah.
It's been just a pure pleasure parking up near a lake, a mountain, or anywhere we park, and we get amazing views outside here. Yours? What's your favourite thing?
The oven.
Brilliant.
The oven.
Yeah.
I love the oven. It's so compact. It heats up so quickly. Can even cook bread in it. It's great to have because not all motorhomes have an oven. That's the thing. So yeah, love it. Love Walter. He's our little home on wheels.
He's done us well the last 4 years. So if you have got an RV or a rig and you've enjoyed our video, why don't you let us know what your favourite thing is about your rig and why. And maybe you've got some questions about what we do and how we live and how we've managed to stay sane in this.
Well, you're going to say stay together.
Yeah, I was going to say stay in this space. Walter holds us together, that's for sure.
He really does. We love Walter.
But ask us any questions you like.
Stay together.
And if you could give us a like, that'd be amazing. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Come and hit that subscribe button and come and join us on our adventures. We've had a blast these last 4 years.
And if you haven't already, check out some of the other videos in Canada and America because we just had such a great time. But we're loving the Baja. Yeah. So we've got to start, you've got to start editing some of these videos now so we can get those up as well. But yeah, thanks for watching everybody.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.